Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, and here we're assuming that you've got a 15 bar harp with the bars arranged in 2 rows like this, and you're looking to perhaps upgrade it a little bit. Well, it's not as hard as you might think. There are many ways you can go about upgrading it. Let's have a wee look at how the harp is set up at the moment. It has a bar holder like this, with each bar located in its own individual slot. So the bar simply sits in there like so, and it presses the spring. Very simple. Couldn't be easier. What's the problems? Well, they're pretty sloppy. They rattle about quite a bit. They can be quite noisy. The springs are very, very big, very heavy. Let me show you what the more modern harps use. That's the spring that you'd use in a more modern harp. Makes for a far, far lighter action. The bar doesn't ride up and down in a slot. This is called the comb, and at one end of the bar there's a little round hole, and it sits snugly on the pin and rides up and down there. The other end has got a slot in it, and it simply rides at the other end. The pin rides in the slot. Okay. The fixed hole at that end locates the bar and stops it from moving to and fro. So it's a much more sophisticated system, although it's still very, very simple. But it's much quieter and with a much lighter action than the older type. So if you're going to upgrade from this type of system, my advice would be to get a set of 3-row Oscar Schmidt bars. Now usually those can be picked up fairly cheaply. Normally, as to come off an Oscar Schmidt bar, it would just be a simple U-channel, an aluminium U-channel. This one has a piece of wood glued into it, which is another thing that you can do to help get rid of the plastic cover. If you glue in a little strip of wood there, polish that up nicely, put a coat of varnish on it, it looks very smart when it's in place on your harp. Now, if you're going to get rid of the plastic cover, you will of course need a new set of end covers, but they are very, very easy to make. That's simply glued together from small sections of wood, and most people could make a cover such as that. The comb screws down onto the belly of the harp. The cover sits over the top like so, and it's attached by screws at either end. Very simple. Not beyond a competent do-it-yourselfer. But there's even easier ways. If you don't want to go to that length, what can you do with the standard setup? Well, the standard bar is a very simple device. This is one of them here. It has got the plastic cover removed. It just simply, it's a T section, and it slides off from the end like so. Yeah. So you can take the plastic cover off, and this is what you're left with. So what do you want to do with that? Well, you can keep it as simple as you like. You don't even need to take the plastic cover off. Take the button off instead. And this is the most simple method of all. What you're trying to do here is to go from a 2-row system to a 3-row system at absolute minimum cost. How do you go about it? Well, keep the bars that you've got. Right. Take the button off, which takes all of 30 seconds. I'll just put it in the vise and sawed it off with a little saw, and then just scrape the residue off there, and this is what we're left with.